All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next bout will be in the welterweight kickboxing division, brought to you by Nick Eastman and Advocare. When the action begins, your referee in charge of this bout is Josh Ward. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner tonight, he makes his kickboxing debut. He weighed in 104 pounds, fighting out of Shield System, Knoxville, Tennessee, Laith Hamdi. Standing across the cage tonight, fighting out of the blue corner with an undefeated record of 2 wins, no losses, and 1 knockout. He weighed in 142 pounds, fighting out of Ogles Martial Arts in Madisonville, Tennessee, Darius Tran.
All right, I'll tell you what, this fight, expect some fireworks here, because I'll tell you, Hamdi, this guy trains with Damir Farhapagavich as well as Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman. This guy knows how to throw down, I'm telling you right now. And Darius Tran, of course, 2-0, a tremendous fighter.
Laith Hamdi in the dark blue trunks, Darius Tran in the black, and we are underway. 3 2-minute rounds.
Oh, nice round kick from Hamdi. Right out of the gate, another one.
And we haven't seen Tran be able to get loose, try to uppercut there, but did not connect. And he's the aggressive now and then catches a hook on the way out.
Well, you see this in a lot of Darius Tran's fights. He is typically undersized, and when I say that, you know, reach and height particularly, but he seems to always find a way to get his range.
Again, Hamdi in the blue trunks, another left hook, and Tran in the black trunks. Tran retreating a little bit. Hamdi coming after him. Fades to the right, nice shot to the body.
Nice right body shot, beautiful.
Combination there by Hamdi, who looks smooth in there.
And Darius moving in typical form right there, going into the body, then going up high to the head. Beautiful work by Darius Tran closing the distance.
I'm really enjoying watching him fight. You know, he's taking some punches, but he just kind of brushes them off just so he can do his own thing. You know, he'll take a couple to get inside and get in there to the body, which is exactly what you need to do if you are the shorter opponent.
Hamdi has let his hands go when he's been backing up. And Tran's being the aggressor. Now he is after Tran, and now goes back the other way with Tran. That's something we haven't seen much of. It's been a lot of punches with these two in the kickboxing bout.
Oh, nice catch. And that's what I'm seeing with Tran. He definitely sets up very well. If he takes a shot, he immediately delivers back. He almost, it's not that he waits, but as soon as, again, right there, Hamdi threw that right teep, and Darius Tran closes the distance quick, and he lands a 3-piece as fast as possible. And that's how he's going to be successful. He's doing very well.
Tyler, who would you give that first round to?
Man, honestly, I'm going to go with Tran just for the fact that he did come forward. You know, he took some more shots, I believe, but he was controlling. He was coming forward when he took those shots, and he would always answer with some of his own.
Casey, what do you think?
Man, it's a very, very close round. I'm going to also give it to Tran, although Hamdi came out and established himself early with those leg kicks and was controlling the range, but he was unable to do so throughout that round. I give it to Darius.
Was very entertaining. Fans enjoyed it. We did it as well. This is bout number 2. 2 of 6 kickboxing bouts before our main card here at Valor Fights 22 at the International in Knoxville.
And there you say, in Laith Hamdi's corner, 2 stars of Valor Fights, of course, Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman and Amy Coleman.
But that, Amy's terrific too.
Yeah,
boy.
amazing athlete.
Guess there's no need to text Scott Holtzman.
No.
We got him in the house right here. All right, ready for round number 2 of 3 2-minute rounds. And we're underway again. Hamdi in the dark blue, Tran in the black.
Hamdi looking to find his range there. Some beautiful combinations.
Nice body kick by Hamdi, who goes straight down the middle with a front kick. He's done that a couple times. Now Tran on the attack.
Yeah, it looks like Hamdi's finding his range a lot better in this round. He's not letting Darius Tran crowd him like last round.
Tran retreating a little bit and punches out from from against the cage.
Wow, beautiful. You see that right kick from Hamdi immediately followed up with a jab. That's excellent work right there.
Tyler, how's Hamdi doing in this bout?
I got to agree with Casey in the fact I do think that he's figured his range out a little bit better. He's been a little bit better at moving as Tran comes in, kind of trying to defend that forward burst that Tran has.
But if he attempts to take a rest, Darius Tran is right in his face and is going to make him pay for it.
With Tran mostly being the aggressor, is he doing a good enough job of maybe cutting off the cage and not giving Hamdi that room to get out?
Well, again, I believe that his style is based around almost drawing Hamdi in to throw and then countering very quickly, getting inside, and so using that forward momentum of Hamdi to set up his angles.
Combination by Hamdi, and now Tran with a
There
1-2
we go.
The hands go.
Oh, nice overhand by Tran. Darius Tran's very deceptive. You don't think he's going to come with anything, and then out of nowhere, again, another beautiful right hand.
And another close round. Good kick at the end by Hamdi. Tyler, what'd you think of that one?
I have Hamdi that round, but not by much. I just feel like he did a little bit better with the cage control that time. He nullified, he nullified what gave me, round 1 for Tran. So I do think, in between the corners there, the great coaches he have probably gave him a little bit better game plan to come in that time.
Casey, what you think?
I agree. Hamdi loaded up very well early in the round. He landed a lot of really clean shots, and that stuck out to me. So, again, Laith Hamdi, round 2.
So if your scorecards are in line with our official scores, comes down to this third round.
If I was in the corner of both men, I would say get out there and get it done because you need this round for sure.
Got to win round 3.
Instruction from Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman of the UFC to Hamdi, both out of Shield Systems in Knoxville. Darius Tran from Ogles Martial Arts in Madisonville, Tennessee. Third and final round in bout number 2, kickboxing here at Valor Fights 22 at the International in Knoxville. Underway, touch of gloves and our final rounds. Hamdi, a couple of front kicks to start, and Tran with an overhand right.
Oh, beautiful punches from Hamdi.
Hamdi, a nice job with the defense there.
And that's something, with more reach coming from Hamdi, he of course wants to utilize the jab, wants to utilize the cross, but now he's starting to utilize the looping punches when Tran comes inside. So you're seeing the hook and the uppercut.
Well, Tran, the aggressor, got inside a little bit, a couple of uppercuts, and Hamdi backed out and got the distance again. And I think he's going to be warned for pushing Tran against the cage.
Hamdi a little lazy with those kicks coming up, and he paid for it as Darius Tran closed the distance. Darius Tran really coming on here.
Hamdi just protected himself there, didn't respond with any punches in that flurry from Tran. Final seconds of this final round.
Oh, beautiful left there with Tran, and he continues the onslaught. He's really making his presence felt here in the third round.
Hamdi's got work to do to maybe make up with the judges. Punch combination there.
It's pretty back and forth right now, but I really feel like if Tran just kind of gets this burst at the last second here, leaves that in the mind of the judges, he could pull this round out.
Absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful shots by Darius Tran, making that push. Wow.
Through the horn in round number 3. Casey, what do you think?
I'm going to give it to Darius Tran. 2 rounds to 1.
Tyler?
I enjoyed Tran's style. That's a very similar style to mine. I enjoyed that. I'm going to go with Hamdi, though. I feel like the judges will give it to Hamdi.
And I think round 1 could have gone either way.
Yes,
it was very close.
There's really no loser in this fight. It was a very close fight. It could go either way.
you know, the aggression is always interesting with the judges. You wonder how much credit they're getting just for coming forward if they're not doing damage or connecting as much, or they may not see that. Do they get as much credit for coming forward?
Well, and of course, you know, you've got 3 judges, and they're all positioned in, you know, in a different area of the cage, so they're all seeing a different view. And then, of course, you've got the screens up here, in which I don't think any of them can actually see right now. So, you know, everybody's got a different view, and that's why we have 3 of them.
Yeah, I like that. That's smart to have them in different spots. So if there's something that affects their perception, it's not the same for all 3. 2 very entertaining kickboxing bouts to start. It's been quality here at Valor Fights 22. And we'll have our official decision. For that, we go to the cage and Cody Gwynn.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judges score this bout: 29-28, blue corner; 29-28, red corner; and 29-28 for your winner by split decision. Out of the red corner, Laith Hamdi.
Wow. As close as you can get it. Tyler, you called it.